What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. And today we have a double Caribbean model review for you guys. Today we have the GeminiJets 1/400 scale Caribbean Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 and the Cayman Airways Boeing 737 MAX 8 for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's double model review. And without any further delay, let's get started. So super excited to review both these. These both have a very similar story, which is kind of ironic, but really cool considering that they're both from the Caribbean and both really nice models. So I'll do some talking on that here in just a moment, but let's get to the good part, the review, as you guys probably wanted. So without any further delay, I'm going to put both these guys on the side, both Maxes, and let's take a look at them. So quite a bit of similarity here in general, and I'll kind of point out my inferences here, and you guys can kind of let me know in the comments what you guys think as well. So let me see if I can get this propped up. Sorry, because these boxes are a bunch taller than my homemade tripod. So there we go. That looks perfect. So here we go. So we have both these boxes right here. Sorry for the voice crack, but we have both the boxes right here. So as you guys can see, we have some really good detail on both of them. Sorry, I'm trying to find my pin, but I've been unsuccessful in that. Anyways, though, we have some pretty standard GeminiJets boxes right here. You got the Caribbean here on the left and the Cayman on the right. You can see all the differences here. Here's the sides of the boxes, nothing too crazy. We do have really cool tags here on the top for the prices. So the Cayman actually has an older one. You can see the older font and everything over here on the side. So that's what we have going right here. Although the Caribbean, as you can see here on the left, has a newer font, newer style, all that sort of thing. So this one looks like it came straight out of 1995. This looks more like a 2022 box. So both are really nice. They were both at the airplane shop, and like I said, I'll tell a little bit of a story here in just a second. I really wish I could find my pin, as that would be very helpful for this review, but I think we should be okay. I can probably point out everything here. So let me bring both these guys back in and we'll take a look. Alrighty, everybody, so here we go with the Cayman and the Caribbean Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8s. And I am very glad to have both these. These are really pretty models. So first and foremost, really cool story behind these two. So I ended up catching both these on my iPhone, which was not expected at Miami International Airport when I got to go on my big trip to Dallas, Miami, and Atlanta. So I was at the beach and I was not expecting it to take so long, that in the airplane shop and lunch. So that's where it ended up turning out to where I was able to get over to the fence really quick to be able to get some iPhone videos of these and a couple others. So I really want to get good pictures of these on my camera, but unfortunately I left it at the hotel. So I guess now, even if we do anticipate on being back in time, I guess I'll always end up taking my camera. So it was my good friend Dave and I. It was a bunch of fun, really enjoyed it. And but yeah, I ended up leaving my camera, like I said, at the hotel. So that cost me really good pictures. But I got some pretty good iPhone ones, especially of the Cayman, because it landed on I want to say, yeah, it was 2.7. And then this guy over here, I'm sorry, 9. This guy over here, the Caribbean MAX 8, I got to see through the fence. So it all ended up working out pretty well. But yeah, it was unfortunate I wasn't able to get really good shots. But it was still really cool. You could see both of them. That's why I got both these. It adds to the really diverse Caribbean lineup now, as I got 2 of them. So that's super cool, and I think they look great. Let's start with the Cayman, and we'll go from there. So both really great models and very similar. In fact, the other element was the tail, because they both have Euro white fuselages, and then the tail is, as you can see, the different designs. Alrighty, everybody, so here we go with the Cayman Airways Boeing 737 MAX 8. So this is a really beautiful aircraft. The tail really stands out to me, but I think the whole model is super nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fling us around here, and we're going to start taking a look at this. So like I said, really a fantastic model, and GeminiJets did a really good job back in 2021 on this one. So let's take a look. Alrighty, so here we go with the cockpit windows. They look really good on this aircraft, and we have the first 737 MAX right here. Sorry, the pen likes to focus on it. So the camera likes to focus on the pen. If I could ever say what I want to say in order, that would be great. But first 737 MAX titles right there, that's pretty cool. And then you have the nose landing gear door that look really nice, and then the prefix of Charlie India X-ray, the last 3 of the registration. Here's the L1 boarding door. You have some really good detail here with the handle and the lookout window and all that fun stuff. That's great. This is some sort of person, I guess, or some sort of like character of sorts. I don't know exactly what they were trying to do there, but certainly very interesting. It looks like there may be a little bit of a hole right there on the top. Yeah, a little dent, so very unnoticeable. There's actually a couple of them maybe on this right side. Okay, no, it's just that one. Certainly really interesting. You can kind of see it there, but yeah, very interesting. I don't know what that was about, but all good. Very hard to notice. Like I said, here's the Cayman Airways billboard titles. Really cool to see here, as they are a very interesting font. So certainly looks good though, and I think it's really cool. Here's your beautiful engines right here. They look fantastic. To clarify on these engines, they are the CFM Lab 1B engines. So most of the Maxes, I think, fly around with those, so they look very nice. And here is the wing. So you can see really good detail here with the flaps, speed brakes, and slats. And you also have the overwing exit right there too, which is very nice. And here is the winglets as well. So really like the winglets representing the tail design, and I'm assuming that's their flag. Could be completely wrong on that, but that would be my assumption. But you can see there you got the red, the green stars, the blue, the yellow, all that fun stuff. So that looks really good, and I'm certainly very glad to get to see that in general. Here's the antenna in the overwing exits. Really glad to get to see that. And then you have the back right here as you got the registration Victor Papa Charlie India X-ray. You get the Boeing 737 MAX 8 and the really cool Behalve founded title there, which goes into the right side, which shows off the rest of it here. It upon DCs, which is a very cool some sort of saying or slogan of Cayman, I'm sure, and I think it looks really cool, of the Cayman Islands, of course, for I'm forgetting the city. I thought it was great something. I'm sorry that I'm forgetting it. Dang it, I'm so sorry that I'm forgetting it. But nevertheless, looks really cool. And like I said, the tail looks fantastic, and I love all the designs right there. It's really cool. On the right side of the aircraft, you have very similar details. You also got the first 737 MAX sticker on both sides, so that's super cool for this one particularly. And the engine right there as well, that looks really nice. And the rest of it all looks really good. So really good detail here. Let me flip the camera around and I'll give you guys some details on the rest. Alrighty guys, so I was going to show you guys the lower perspective of the wings and everything, but I actually am just going to do it like this because they're really nice. There's really good leveling and just enough of angle there to really represent what the Max is all about. So really good job here by GeminiJets. This is a fantastic model, and I'm really excited to get to utilize this for my Great Plains model airport to be able to fly to, it's a Great Island. I'm forgetting exactly what it is off the top of my head, but I'm really excited to get to utilize it. I think it'll be really great. So it's going to be really nice, and I'm really excited for it. So really great aircraft, and it pairs really well with the Cayman Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. So this aircraft also I got to see at Miami. I got a worse shot through the fence of this one, but it's still, sorry about that. I did not mean to go that fast on that. But it was still super cool to get to see this aircraft. It's a really nice one. As you can see, the details on this one are really cool. So I would call this more of like the modern version kind of what you'd see for those Caribbean carriers. But again, I don't have immense knowledge on all those. I'm still trying to learn some. So yeah, but here's the Caribbean Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. So really glad to have this aircraft. I know Aviation J777X hopefully will be very pleased that I chose to get this because he wanted me to. And like I said, after seeing it in Miami and wanting to expand on my Caribbean fleet, I would say that there's no better timing to get this particular aircraft. So let's take a look at its details. Love the pink on it, and that's exactly where we'll start here with the cockpit windows. I know they're not pink, but I was getting to the billboard title. So here's the nose cone, also looks really good. Then you got the Charlie Alpha Lima prefix there in the nose landing gear itself. Here's the L1 door. You got some really great details, just like the Cayman. And then you got the Caribbean titles this time. Really modern font, so it's pretty interesting to see the contrast between the dated font with Cayman and the modern font with the Caribbean's revised livery. So that's what we have here. You got the engines, really nice leveling there, so glad to get to see that in the antenna. So that's also super nice. Here's the emergency wing exit right there. That looks really good, and I love the flap, speed brakes, all those details. It's really cool. Here's the winglets as well. Those look really good, and I'm certainly very glad to get to see those. You got the top antenna right there, and you got the registration 9 Yankee Charlie Alpha Lima, and then the really beautiful bird here on the tail. I think it looks really nice. You can see all the various details here from the beak, I think that's what they call it, the back beak, something like that. I think it's beak of the bird right here on the front, to the rest of it, and then the wings spanning out right there. It's super cool. And here are the horizontal stabilizers. They're actually really firm. So if it, I think honestly they feel like metal, but they may be plastic on the Max. I feel like they're metal though. The Caribbean also has that, so that's super cool. I think they're like some sort of metal or something, so that's really cool. You can see the APU detail back there, which is very nice too. And taking a look at the right side of the aircraft, you have your luggage door and all those fun details as well, which is really nice. This one also has very nice level wings, so good job by GeminiJets for encompassing those details and really making it happen on that front. They look really nice, and I'm certainly very glad to get to see both those. They're really cool. So this is a really nice duo, like I said. Super glad to have both these after getting to see them in Miami, and hopefully I'll get to see more of them soon. I know the Caribbean Airlines network and Cayman are both pretty limited in the United States, so like I said, I'm certainly very glad to have both of them in my fleet. Beautiful airplanes, and they look really good. So like I said, these will have an immense purpose at the Great Plains Model Airport. I have not decided whether they're going to park at D or not. Terminal D, if you don't know, is the international concourse. I may try to make an additional international concourse because really, to be honest, Mexico and Canada by themselves could use their own concourse. So perhaps I'll end up doing that or working towards another solution. And I don't know, because it's obviously in Kansas City. So, but the more like Latin American and Canadian and Caribbean and Mexico carriers I get, and even South American narrow bodies, if those end up coming outside the Avianca A320, The more of that I get, the more gates that would be ideal. But at the same time, it is kind of a little unrealistic for that many narrow body, North America gates to be had there. Because obviously most big airports wouldn't have that many for those many airlines. Or maybe I could take a couple gates from WestJet and Air Canada and kind of make it a more diverse lineup. I have like 11 narrow bodies to work with, or maybe I could expand it somehow. I don't know. But certainly excited to look into more ways to work towards that goal and see what happens. But if not, maybe I'll just have them. Neither of these guys are a part of any alliance to my knowledge. So I don't know. Maybe I can make like some sort of partnership and have them part with like American Delta or something like that. We'll see. Or maybe not, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'm certainly interested in many ways there. But yeah, great models. Really recommend them if you can find them. They're beautiful. Love the detail on them. I'm so glad to have them, and they're really, really cool. So yeah, that'll do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. As Redriveraviation is signing off. Oh, sorry, that's the homemade tripod, of course, from the K Jewelers case, but it works good. So thank you guys for watching. Take it easy, everybody, and I'll see you guys soon.